Meanwhile, Europe is in the grip of the third wave of COVID-19 infections. Countries like France, Germany and Spain have imposed stricter restrictions, but Europe now has another problem. Besides the COVID-19 pandemic, there are now reports of a bird flu outbreak in different parts of the continent. And in Belgium, not just humans, but even birds have been put under a strict lockdown. This next report tells you more.
Belgium has again imposed a strict lockdown until the middle of December. For the last week, this tiny European nation has clocked the highest fatality rate due to COVID-19. But now there is another health crisis knocking on its gates. Bird flu. Swans are considered a symbol of wealth and power in the medieval city of Bruges. In this city of canals, swans are often found gently gliding on the waters or waddling around on cobbled pavements. But now, the Belgian authorities want to put these swans under a strict lockdown. Yes, you heard that right. The Belgians want to put these swans under a lockdown to prevent them from catching the H5N8 virus.
Bruges is known because of his swans. They are swimming on our rivers, on canals in Bruges. We have more than 120 swans, but because of the bird disease, the sickness of birds, we have to catch them from our canals and to keep them safe in this place here. So all the swans has to be taken. It's not so easy to take them.
A spate of bird flu outbreaks have been reported across Western Europe. Nations like France, Sweden and the Netherlands have announced plans to cull poultry. So far, about 3 swans in Bruges have contracted the bird flu. Authorities believe this happened when the swans came in contact with migratory birds from Kazakhstan and Russia. And now the authorities want to curtail the prized swans from coming in contact with other wild birds.
You have to do it even when you have at home chickens and so on. You have to do it. So this is the obligation from the federal government that we have to take the swans out of the free spaces in our city and keep them safe in a place where they can hide from birds coming from everywhere and birds who are sick.
So, along with the local people of Belgium, even the swans will be kept indoors. They will be housed in large enclosures for the next several weeks till infections subside. In case of poultry, thousands of chicken are culled to restrict their outbreak within the infected farms. But in Bruges, where swans are a symbol of pride and associated with the identity of the city, these majestic birds will be kept in isolation in aviaries to keep the infection from spreading in their population. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
Co-presented by Skoda. Simply clever.